Hey guys, what's up? This is SoManyEfinNadeS, and this is Game 2 of EmpireKas versus EGIdrA. So spawning on the bottom mid section in Terminus, this is the map, EmpireKas, Blue Terran. Wow. The Ukrainian player from Europe. It's very good, did pretty good in the last match, but EGIdrA did take him over. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. Up at the top, the mid left is EGIdrA, our red Zerg. Of course, everyone knows EGIdrA. I mean, who really doesn't know EGIdrA? Unless you don't play StarCraft. But anyways, EGIdrA will be spawning on the top left. Assuming, as EGIdrA always does, plays his macro style. That's what we usually like to see from EGIdrA. Pretty normal. But I looked up some information on EmpireKas. He is a Ukrainian player from Europe, and I found really interesting about him, both EmpireKas and EGIdrA too. They do play the ladders a lot, so they are both very familiar with people who normally do different builds. Because if you've ever seen, people on ladders do much different builds than what people in MLG sometimes do. Professional players sometimes will, typically use the same ones, but if you ever see people on ladder, they usually like to do a lot of different variations of people's or MLG's professional players. We will see that EGIdRA's overlord will be scouting the right way, so you won't have to send out a drone going out in the top left or mid left, top and right. But you see, it's very it seems like most people on the ladders are really different. That's what I really like people in Europe, they play a lot differently from people in Korea versus also people in the US, etc., etc. So it's really pretty refreshing, must be for him, because he can deal with almost anything. We just see EGIdRA is putting up his hatchery before spawning pool as usual, getting a gas at the same time as his spawning pool. We did see that EmpireKas did get the refiner at around the same time as the barracks, so could be indicating some 1-1-1 build. So you will probably put a supply depot right here, or maybe a bunker right here to wall it off, defend from any Zerg attacks. I do believe EGIdRA did spot. Yeah, EGIdRA does know that he is there, and did see that the gas was starting. We do see the factory just being put down, so we should see shortly after a starport going down. Let's see, or it could be a fast expand, you never know. But ooh, only 3 drones. See, this is what I always wondered. When I play a Zerg, should I transfer a lot of drones, or should I just transfer a few? Because what I've learned is, oh, that's really bad. EmpireKas is going to be checking the wrong way. Oh, that's going to be some lost time. But I've come to realize that maybe sending a ton of drones over to your natural right when it finishes isn't always the best idea, because it seems like you're losing the time of actually mining, when those drones could be mining right here, and then you could just get some drones and slowly build up your drones here. We just see the Queen. He is starting on Battlebog boost, but I've come to realize this, and it's pretty I think what I'm starting to use. And oh, we do see a fast command center. I guess not a 1-1-1 build, but a double factory. We see a tech lag going down, so he is probably going for a Blue Flame Hellion. So you might see some Blue Flame Hellion harassment here today, which was very much popularized by the people from Slayers. They're most popular for using that. But we do see that the fast command center is going down. We do see a spine crawler being repositioned by EGIdRA. Very smart to get a spine crawler for some early pressure. We'll destroy the supply depot so you can't get walled in, etc., etc. I never really understood fully how this helps, honestly. So if you guys could help me explaining that, that'd be pretty useful. We do see, oh, there is the, this is a very old game. But this is a very old game. Look at this. It's still the red. Well, anyways, Blue Flame Hellion is starting up for these Hellions, so we'll see maybe some clear harassment soon, and the command center is just about to finish. So it may help out first with getting some SCVs, or he could just land it straight away. This is about the time that EGIdRA should be sending his overlord, so we will see EGIdRA's overlord, but will it be able to scout anything? I don't know. Let's see. EGIdRA will be. He sees the barracks. Not much else. Will he see the factory? I don't know. Oh, will you see the tech lab? Oh, he doesn't see the tech lab. That's bad. But he does see now that he is getting Hellions, so he should assume now that, yep, that there's a Tech Lab getting the upgrades right there. So EGIdrA will be able to spot this. Does a little bit of harassment, going for the mule, and does take out the mule, so that's pretty good. A lot of wasted energy by EmpireKas. But EGIdrA will be able to see that he has a lot of Hellions, so he should be moving out soon. There goes another Tech Lab. Might switch that out. There's another Tech Lab. Mini Tech Lab. EGIdrA is getting some more defenses. Bringing out an Evolution Chamber to try and wall this in. That's very smart by EGIdrA. And also getting another Spine Caller and using this Queen to kind of surround this small area. We do see that EGIdrA has his lair, and he is getting out of Spire. We do see that EmpireKas is going to try and move in here. There's not a lot of defense though. Blue Flame just finishing, so he will be able to roast those Zerglings really easy. But one goes down, two go down. Ooh, that's very bad, wasted. Two, another one go down. EGIdrA using the drones to actually take it out. Wow, that was very ineffective. That was not cost effective at all. Those Blue Flame Hellions were not effective at all. We do see that he is going to tech switch to tanks now with some finally getting Stim Pack on the way. Do see that his natural is up and running, and EGIdrA is taking a third. This is what is good about Terminus. It's very easy to take this third. Albeit though that it does have less minerals and less gas, but it's very easy to be able to defend it because of this area right here. It's so small, so it's really close by. We do see EGIdrA isn't getting really any upgrades. Spire just finishing, so we should see some Mutalisk on the way soon. And where is this? Baneling Nest on the way too. Trying to get those Marines. And this is typical of EGIdrA, always getting the early upgrades for his Mutalisk because he loves his Mutalisk. So some positioning here by EGIdrA. I did not see that this tank got attacked. Huh. Must have missed that. Sit back still halfway on the way. But a reactor, and yep, two more reactors on this barracks. So it is typical for a lot of Terran players against Zerg players to actually go tank Marine, because Marines obviously are very good against those Mutalisks. But of course, the complement to go against that would be Zerglings, and we do see that EGIdrA does have 4 Mutalisks out on the way, so he will be spotting this, trying to do some harassment. And then EmpireKas is trying to get a turret, but it's a little bit too late. EGIdrA always has some Mutalisks trying to do some harassment. Not too much harassment, but did get a couple SCVs on those. Let's see, yeah, 1 or 2 SCVs on those. Just getting his third outro up. So he does have a lot of gas being pumped out right now. But starting up the centrifugal hooks, which is the baneling speed, getting his creep spread out, so good. But EGIdrA, he will be sending these Mutalisks a little more harassment, trying to focus down the reactor. That would be really good if he could get it, but doesn't seem like he'll be able to get it. He's trying to run in. Ooh, does cost him a little bit of those Mutalisks. Those Mutalisks are starting to get pretty low on health, it seems. But showing that yellow-orange. But he does have more Mutalisks now, about 9 Mutalisks right now. So he does have good map control currently, and the placing of these Oilers is very good for seeking any drops, such as over here too. Find any drops. These Mutalisks are trying to focus down the reactor. Ooh, he does get it. That's really good by EGIdrA, focusing down that reactor. Having to restart again. Takes it out again. Wow. Doesn't seem like Kaz is being able to get out his Marines fast enough. EGIdrA doing really good with these Mutalisks. We do see that a Thor is starting for EmpireKas, and also Combat Shield, so that Combat Shield would be very useful. We do see that he does have some turrets up finally. Turrets up here too. Well, only one. And we do see that he has quite a few many tanks. But we do see EGIdrA is going for his 4th base. So he's getting that macro style that EGIdrA does tend to get. We do see that right now 48 SCVs is 64 drones. This is how EGIdrA does play. He always loves to get up those early drones for some great power of macro. So it's very good against him. Does get a Spine Caller in the base to try and keep some defense. Now we just see EGIdrA is scouting around maybe a little bit just to see if find any third bases or hidden expos. Doesn't see one, but EmpireKas is going to go try and get for that third base, and he does see the Thor, so he needs to watch out. Doesn't want to run into those, otherwise all those Mutalisks will be in a ball and they're gone. They're just gone. And wow, EGIdrA has 18 Mutalisks already. So as you can see, EGIdrA does love his Mutalisks all day. That's all he is. Every single time I see EGIdrA playing against a Terran, he does seem to get it. He could one-shot these turrets very easily, but there's 2 Thors. EGIdrA almost misclicking, and look, a lot of them are starting to get into the orange and yellow, so EGIdrA needs to watch out. It has one red. To see a lot of drones transferring, getting another hatchery. Wow. So he's typically about to be on 5 base, and Empire doesn't seem to know this. Empire still thinks he's only on 2, maybe assumes 3, but that's about it. So EGIdrA does have great map control right now. Now we do see that EGIdrA is getting that pathogen gland, so we will have infestors out soon. Also, we do see that Kas is starting on that 1-1 finally upgrades. It doesn't seem like EGIdrA has any good upgrades. Does he know? He does have the 1 melee attack, that's it. But not starting on anyone. See macro hatch right here. So need to do some more. EGIdrA needs to do a little bit more harassment. It doesn't seem like these mutalisks do have good map control, but not doing too much harassment. That did do a decent amount before, but we do see that Kas is getting out a lot of turrets trying to defend this. But will they be fast enough? There's only 1 turret. He will be taking out all these, so he's trying to focus down the command center, but not enough. These Thors just coming in with these Marines, and we do see that EGIdrA is trying to go for this these rocks here, trying to be able to do a run by, but we will see that Kas does see this and will easily back out. Now we just see Neuroparasite is on the way with 4 infestors just spawning, and then we do see that the second upgrade for the Mule is just finishing. So second attack, no armor yet for EGIdrA, but does have his 5th base up and running soon. Just need to transfer drones over there. Wow, EGIdRA's army is very massive. 191 supply versus Kas's 153. So EGIdRA is way ahead in his army supply, but doesn't seem like seems like Kas is supply blocked. Does need to get rid of that. Very bad. It seems like this is the second time Kas has been supply blocked. We see that he is getting weapons vehicle upgrades. So now he's at 1 for those, and then for his Marines would be 1 attack only, but no armor. So he really needs to get those. But it is important against to get attack against Zerg's army, because especially if they're going against Muta. But you also need to watch out. Your spread against your Marines could be needs to be perfect. It needs to be a good split against those Banelings, because those Banelings can take them out like easy. Especially if the Zerglings can get a surround around the side of your Marines on the back. If they can get a surrounding on the back, can't force them to move, and all the Banelings come streaming in straight into them, that whole army's gone. There's no way. And also, let's see, EGIdRA is floating a lot of minerals, it seems. So as soon as, let's see, he's got so much. Let's see, how much larva does he have? He has about 3, 6, 9, 12, 21, 31, about 31 larva. So he can eat 36. Sorry. So he can easily macro up an easy army straight after. He has the resources, maybe not the gas, but he can get a full out Zerg army. I did miss this. Sorry, that the Mule is taking out so many SCVs. Did they transfer out? I don't think so. So many SCVs being killed right there. We do see that EmpireKas is trying to move out with these tanks, slowly pushing in, trying to attack, but these mutalisks are down here destroying everything, so being able to do some damage right there. You see the workers killed. 30 workers killed. Wow. 30 workers killed. EmpireKas is losing so many SCVs right there. And we do see a major attack. All Neuroparasite and some of the doors. Major attack. These mules have perfect positioning over these doors. It seems like all these tanks will be gone in a swept easy. And these Banelings doing some decent hits. These Banelings, oh, great spread by the Marines. Wow. But not enough. Not enough. It seems like, and all these mules are going to be gone. Wow. Now there's always left as infestors. I don't know. It seems like EmpireKas did get out on even on that, but still Neuroparasiting these doors. But it seems like it's pretty hard to tell. It seems like Kas did come out even on that, but EGIdRA was able to macro up a massive army again, so all these Zerglings streaming to clean up the rest. And there is the GG by EmpireKas. Wow, that was a good game. It was very well played by EGIdRA. It seems like wow, like I think it was really due to all of EGIdRA's being able to macro. If you let EGIdRA get to that macro style that he really loves, and get him up to the point where he can just have 5, 6, 7 bases while you're still stuck on only 3, I mean EGIdRA's gonna be raffle stopping all over you. Now he had so many minerals, so much larva stocked up. He was able to macro up an army great enough. But the thing is, EmpireKas didn't have enough defense against those mutas. He needed to take out those mutas. He was able to take them at the end, but because he lost so many units before, that EGIdRA was able to macro up an easy Zerg army and come back. So Wow, that was a really good game. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll have the next game coming up soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.